All right, first time on Lugnuts TV, Skylar Hoverson. Let me ask you this: how does a guy from Denver get from Denver to the LA Kiss to the LA Dodgers? That's quite a traveling. That's quite a journey, my friend.
It's been an amazing journey. I started in arena football in Denver with the Colorado Crush, having the great pleasure of working with John Elway there. Got my start in sports, and then got hired after about 4 years in Denver. By the LA Dodgers. So got that call to come up to the majors.
Again, that's a big step. I mean, all of a sudden you're going from Denver into Los Angeles, which is totally different, even way of life.
Absolutely. It was actually the toughest decision that I've ever made in my life. Thought about it a lot. Did I really want to live in LA? What was it going to be like? I don't know anybody here, all that. And ended up making the best decision of my life to come to LA and, of course, work with the Dodgers, a fantastic organization. I did some great things there, and it was really the mark that I left on the organization that allowed or really provided the opportunity for me to get noticed and to have the KISS guys calling me, asking me to come work for them.
Which is where I'm going with this now. Tommy Lasorda, Dodgers, rich in history. The Dodgers, let's be honest.
Right there,
I saw Tommy, and I worked with Tommy a little bit too. He cussed me out a lot too. I mean, in the old days when I used to put mics on Tommy, that's why we didn't do it with you today.
Great.
But at the end of the day, it's fairly, and I'm not going to say easy because it's hard in business, but when you're selling the tradition of the Dodgers, you got 100 years or whatever of tradition. Yeah. When you're selling the LA Kiss, something brand new, but the Dodgers don't have two things that you guys have. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, KISS. For the God's sake, I mean, the entertainment geniuses of the planet, Gene Simmons especially.
That was one of the things that really allured me to make the transition from the Dodgers to LA Kiss. I mean, look, we are an unproven team. We were nobody 8 months ago. We were just an idea. And I had no resources, no brand that the Dodgers have, no benefit of a large staff, all the money that they have and all that. We had to create this thing from scratch. It was something that we built from the ground up, but what attracted me to this opportunity was, one, working with the two people that you just mentioned, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, but also to play by our own rules, the way that KISS has done it their entire lives. Yeah. I could either continue to do great things with the Dodgers, or I could go out and do things that have never been done in the world of pro sports, and that more than anything is what attracted me to the job.
Entertainment.
Because, yes, we are a team that has become very quickly the loudest team in pro sports simply because we play by our own rules. We do things that nobody else has done, and that's what makes our game so incredible.
Well, look, the field, it's iconic right now. I come here the first time. Manny Pavetta, our good friend from NASCAR, gets us out here. I'm looking at the field. It's gray. The end zones are just badass colors everywhere, and the damn center of the field is a guitar pick. It doesn't get any better than that.
I mean, everything that we've done from a look and feel perspective, when you come into the arena, we wanted it to look like unlike anything that exists in sports. From the field to the uniforms that Paul Stanley designed that our players wear, to the helmets. These
let me see that.
All chrome helmets there, the most expensive helmets in pro sports.
You're not kidding.
This takes on what KISS is.
And what I saw, and I'm interrupting you real fast, but what I saw when we came out here during the holiday, during 4th of July weekend, you guys had some commemorative helmets that also had the American, the red, white, and blue, something that was just purely badass too.
Thank you. That was a special decal that we designed for that game only, and our players, honored our great country. That game, we had an oversized flag on the field as a part of our pre-game festivities as well, but it was a fantastic game. The helmets looked great, and our fans, loved it. But we do much more than just that, changing helmet colors and stuff. I mean, from the dancers suspended in midair.
Oh, see, now you're talking Mike, because I walked in the arena the first time, and Manny said, "This is your kind of place," because that's kind of my kind of entertainment, I have to tell you. So I walk in, and I'm looking at 4 very snappy units hanging up there in cages with, we'll call them dancer poles, and they eat on each end zone, and then you got like really gorgeous cheerleaders. But now I'm going to transition, because it's a family deal too. So what I did like, one thing that caught me, and again, it's probably the genius of Mr. Gene Simmons and you guys in marketing, but now you got the junior KISS girls out there, the little girls, and I see 2 kids that can't be more than 8 or 9 years old. Every time you score a touchdown, we look up here and I see an inflatable guitar, and these dudes are 8 years old. That's the transition that KISS is really, it transcends generations. You're going to see little kids and 50, 60-year-old grown men at a KISS concert.
Yeah. It's one of the most amazing things about the brand. Gene shows me tweets all the time of the kids face painted. They never grew up as fans of the band.
Unbelievable.
They never had the opportunity of, going to concerts back in the 70s, but they're now becoming, it's
fifth generation.
it's incredible. It just shows you what they've built and the fact that we're able to now create a pro sports team with their likeness and call it KISS, but also do the things that they've done in their careers, really take on the personality and attributes that have made them successful, and then apply them to sports.
Well, and see, on the way out of here, because I know I didn't plan on taking 45 minutes of your time, but I have about 20 other questions that we'll save for another day, but and probably for radio, because I've had Gene on the radio a bunch of times. Sex, Money, Kiss. I mean, I read a lot of his books. I've known Gene for a long time. They were part of the National Hot Rod Association, two KISS Top Fuel Dragsters. So that's how my entree into Gene Simmons. And then, of course, now Gene Simmons, he's got a damn bull at the PBR. I mean, the Built Ford Tough Series. He told me one time before, I got more items licensed, KISS does, than anybody else.
Over 3,000.
From KISS condoms to KISS caskets, and now you guys are trademarking. There's so much more that you can do with this football, and I think you did make the right decision. The sky is really the limit for what you guys have set here in Southern California. So last question here too. Orange County, LA. That's a big difference too. So you guys are not only starting a brand and trying to create, but you're creating interest with some people that some people may say are maybe a little more stuffy than the people in LA.
Sure. I'll tell you one thing. Our fans have been absolutely fantastic this year. The team has not performed as well as we had hoped. We never thought we would have a losing record. Obviously, there are certain challenges that just come with starting a team and being a first-year expansion team. But the people that have stayed with us from the very start, all throughout the losses, have been the fans. And you don't usually get that in LA sports. There's a lot of bandwagoners, people that change their allegiances in the middle of a season. Our fans have stayed consistent. They've been loud. They've been vocal. They've expressed their praise for everything that we've done, and it really speaks to the product that we've given them. I mean, we are an affordable. We are affordable entertainment, affordable pro sports with so much more, and that I think is something worth praise. And I've been so lucky to wind up with 8,000 season seats sold in just our first year.
Well, and let's be honest, that's the best value I've seen in sports in Southern California. Been here a long time. NHRA, NASCAR, everything from Supercross, X Games, monster trucks. $99 for a season ticket for the LA KISS. And that includes going to a concert. I don't think you can do any better than that.
You really can. I've never heard of an offering like that before. I mean, just a KISS concert ticket alone to the Forum was $150. So we're giving you that and then some. 9 games of hard-hitting, in-your-face, high-scoring arena football. The last game was 75-67. You don't get scores like that unless it's basketball. So it's back-to-back scoring. It's fun, and again, it's just great all-around entertainment. We want to entertain you throughout the entire game. We feel that you should be entertained from the time you get to the arena all the way through the game.
And I guarantee you, I've been here twice. I can tell you that's exactly what happens. And on the way out the door, I will say this: I brought my girl, and it's a new one too. Because by the way, I'm not being really good at married, so I've gone through a few divorces. But I bring the new dummy out here, right? Oh, I'm sorry, the new trollop. And I bring her out here, and I took her to the game where you were at. And
She had a good time?
Well, she had a great time, and at the game too. But it was more about you. And she goes, that guy right there, I think he's a soap opera star. And I said, I don't think he's a soap opera star. I think he's one of the owners. And I said, would you leave me for that guy? His name is Skyler. Would you leave me for that guy? And she said, I would kill you for that guy. So that's exactly
the soap opera that I'm living right now. It is our season. I mean, it has been drama filled. It's been tough, but there is going to be a happy ending for this brand. We are going to turn things around next year and bring winning football to LA, not just bringing football to LA, and really play up what worked this year, which was the entertainment. We're not going to turn down the volume on that at all. Instead, we're going to crank it up. And LA KISS will always stand for the fusion of pro football and unequaled entertainment.
There it is. Skyler Horston. What is the website here for LA KISS Football?
LAKissFootball.com.
LAKissFootball.com. Log on, get your tickets. Go one time. I guarantee you will come back. It's a great experience. For Skyler Horston, my name is Gordon Lugnut Stewart. One more time. Lugnuts TV. Best in Southern California action, motorsports, and entertainment.